What's going on, everyone? This is Ancap24 from Playbook.gg, and in today we're going to start a new mini scheme that was requested by Prince Little. He asked us if we can do a gun flip trips 3-day mini scheme, something that he's been labbing and found some great stuff in, but wanted to see if we could help him put it all together. Now, if this is the first time checking out our channel and you want to win more games playing Madden, hit that subscribe button below. Don't forget to also click that bell icon to make sure you never miss any of our videos. I start off with this play called Deep Fork, and I really feel like this is the best play to start any type of scheme out of this formation. This play can be found in the Arizona Cardinals playbook, where the gun flip trips is got the best ability to use it. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off by putting this B on a streak, okay? Now, what that's really going to do is going to give you a couple different options. This is really good against your Tampa 2, 3-3-5 type of meta. And I want you to watch the running back's route. What he likes to do is as soon as he cuts up the field, you're going to have a really nice option to throw it to him. This route is one of the better routes, most slept on routes in Madden. It's a really nice route that you find in some circle plays, as you find it throughout some other playbooks. And what it does, it really puts a demand on the middle linebacker user to make a decision. The reason why we start off by putting a B on a streak is because we want to hedge our bet on being able to beat cover 3 as well as cover 2 with the RB and the B route. So say they stay in a blitzing situation. I'm going to throw it to Y again, and you're going to see how this is going to be really, really consistent for you. And it's going to be something that you're going to have a user really do one or two things. Either call off the dogs, or if they want to keep the players blitzing, they're going to have to go to it manually themselves. And what you're going to see here when we do that, if they continue to blitz and then they try to take that away with the middle linebacker, your RB is going to be open in the middle of the field, right? So what you're going to see here is they go ahead and they hesitate, you wait for the RB, and now you're in the middle of the field, real easy throw. It's something that you're going to want to continue to throw as an annoying route to go ahead and get them to play it. Now, what you'll see here, another option is, what we like to do is put the B on the streak, right? Then we want to motion him in. And when we motion him in, what we can do is put him on a hitch route. It's going to act kind of like a smash concept, but it's also going to help you in case they don't send out all their blitzers, right? So if they leave somebody in a vertical hook, that's going to keep the vertical hook low, so we can kind of do a high-low route. So you're still going to have the option that you can hit this B as he goes underneath, and you can see how everybody backs off, and you're going to be able to throw that. And that's kind of a route combination you want to go when you're a little bit closer to the goal line, because you're basically working a lot of these routes that are deeper, and you're not going to have that same route combination. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to miss a field goal, and I'm going to have Zan go ahead and punt the ball back to me so I can have a little bit more yards to work with here. I'm going to show you kind of what we like to do against cover 3 hard flats, and kind of just going to work through a lot of our different progressions as far as being all coverages with this play. The running back's route by far is the one that you want to throw the most on this play to get people to have to defend it the way you want them to. If you make them defend this, it opens up every other route combination on this this actual play, but also when it comes to other plays in this formation. So what we're going to do here is basically just get ourselves a little bit more room, and we'll just go down, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to have them run a cover 3 hard flat, something that people are going to want to kind of do their best of mixing up their coverages, trying to find ways to cover this deep fork play. And then I'm going to show you, well, it's a great man beater as well if people try to man it up, right? So again, what I'm going to do is I can do this B on a streak, and that's going to give you that opportunity of throwing it to the A really, really easily. Like I said, cover 3 hard flats, that guy goes to the outside, and you're just throwing him open to the outside, right? Real simple concept. Now, if they go ahead, and I want to show you how against cover 2, that if I leave that guy on a streak and he doesn't blitz him, the vertical hook will go ahead and follow this RB. I want to make sure you are aware of that, because what you're basically doing, you're sending 3 vertical routes on the right side of the field. There's nothing underneath that stops. And when you do that, what ends up happening basically is that guy's going to carry that out. So I'm going to basically hold on to the ball and not throw it. I just want to show you. So when it does that, you can see how that guy's going to carry that RB, and see how he goes all the way down the field. That is something you want to know, because the way that we did our original type of setup where we put the player on a hitch and we move them in, that really gives us the opportunity to open that up. And I want to make sure you understand that, why we do the things that we do in order to make things happen. So in order to make sure we put him on a streak, then we put him on a hitch. Same exact route combination. Even when he doesn't blitz him, what you're going to see is that that guy's going to get held there. And next thing you know, you got that player over the middle, right? So you got to understand why we do what we do in order to make sure that things are basically attacking different zones in a different way. Last thing I'm going to ask Zan to do is do a man coverage. A lot of people are going to man up this player, whether it's a cover 2 and they man him up or it's a cover 2 man. If you try to man up this wide receiver, he's got a great cut that as soon as he makes that cut across the field, really, really tough for a defender to stay with him. So watch this Y. Basically, he's going to go up the field. And once he makes that cut across the field, you can see that he loses that guy pretty easily, right? I'll do it to the opposite way. Even if it's a cross man, it's really, really tough because of the way that that cut happens. So a lot of people are going to go to originally trying to play zones. Once they see that zones aren't going to work, they're going to try to do man on that player. And when they see that, the Y is really going to leave that guy in the dust. You can see this was cross man. He goes across the field, and you can see that they just basically go ahead and do a great job of beating that guy across the field. Obviously, I didn't really set up anything to, get that player out of the way, but you'll see that this play is just going to be that play that you want to use over and over again to get other things open, right? So I just want to kind of leave that with you. Really a 1-2 punch. Looking for the Y first, looking for the RB second. If you see that it's hard flats, you're going to see that the A is going to be the guy that you want to target as your third one. The C route isn't really something that we go into our progression too often, but it is something that does clear out the routes. That's why we kind of keep it, but it is something that you want to be able to kind of build off this play. Make sure that you have that ability. See how we can just wait for this Y to go across the field, and you can see that we're going to have that open every time as long as we drive off those routes. So it's a great type of beginning play to start a scheme because of how annoying it is and how it makes people change their zones in order to stop it. And we're going to be able to use that as we go through our scheme to really help everything else out. Now, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you check out these videos below for the most helpful Madden tips. If you're looking to learn from the best players in the world, head over to www.playbook.gg for the most detailed game plans in Madden.